Is the prosecution ready to call its first witness?
Your Honour, first I'd like to amend the witness list.
What's happening?
The name of your new witness, Miss McCain.
Mrs. Sharon Wells.
Objection, Your Honour. Relevance. My client's estranged mother knows nothing of the facts of this case.
Your Honour, Mrs. Wells's testimony is wholly relevant and can shed light on the events leading up to Ruby Collins's death.
Your Honour, the introduction of a new witness at this late hour does nothing but prejudice my client's case.
I'll allow it. However, defence will be given wide latitude in cross-examination.
Justine, why would they bring your mother into this? What's going on?
I don't know.
And what did your daughter precisely say on the tape, Mrs. Wells? May I remind you that you are under oath?
She said, I did it. I killed the baby.
What?
I did it. I killed the baby.
That's not what I meant! You know that's not what I meant!
Justine, please sit down.
Silence in the court.
I trusted you!
Silence.
I hate you! I hate you!
Mr. Watson, control your client or I'll have her removed.
Justine, sit down. This is not helping.
I have no further questions, Your Honour.
Mr. Watson.
Mrs. Wells, are you feeling all right?
I suppose so, considering what I've been through.
Yes, you've had a pretty rough life, haven't you?
Haven't had too many good breaks.
And your addiction to heroin must make things very difficult.
Yeah, but I'm clean. I'm on methadone now.
Very glad to hear that, Mrs. Wells, because you've been drug dependent for many years, haven't you?
I've been addicted on and off for 15 years.
Was your daughter, Justine, aware of the fact that you were recording your conversations with her in order to sell them to a magazine reporter?
No.
And how much did you make from selling the tapes?
Nothing yet, but then you can't trust journalists, can you?
Or mothers, so it seems.
Objection!
Withdrawn. Apologies, Your Honour. Can you tell me, Mrs. Wells, what it felt like betraying your daughter like that?
I didn't feel anything.
You didn't feel anything? You were betraying your daughter's trust and you didn't feel anything?
No.
Could you at least tell me the thought process that you went through before deciding to betray her?
I just did it.
You just did it. It must have been difficult for you to decide to come here today and reveal all of this in front of your daughter.
I was made to come here.
By who?
You. All of you.
So you were subpoenaed to come here and tell us these things?
Yes.
Why didn't you just come of your own accord? After all, you've already sold the magazine article.
Sorry, Justine. I'm so sorry.
Mrs. Wells, the tape of Justine that you recorded...
It never happened. She never said it. Not like that.
What was it that she did say?
It was about school. How all the kids kept asking her about it, and she said, what would they expect me to say? Yeah, I killed the baby.
And why wasn't that on the tape that you gave the reporter?
Because I taped over the first bit.
You taped over it?
Yes. I'm sorry, James. I needed the money really badly. I was desperate.
No further questions.
Justine, a week prior to her death, while she was in your care, Ruby Collins was injured. Can you tell us what exactly happened?
Well, she rolled off the couch and got these bruises.
She rolled off a couch.
Yes.
And these bruises, the medical report states they're inconsistent with falling. Can you explain that?
No.
They're more likely to be from picking up the child and holding her either side with two hands. You never picked the child up like that?
No.
Okay. Let's concentrate on the night Ruby Collins died. According to your statement, you say that you noticed some bruising and rang Dr. Fraser.
That's right.
But when the doctor wasn't available, you told his wife not to mention your call. Why is that?
Well, I didn't want to bother him.
Why not? You were concerned about the baby.
Yes, but I didn't think it was that serious.
You didn't think Ruby's bruises were worth pursuing the doctor with, yet you claim here, in your statement, that you confronted the Collinses about the bruises as soon as they got home.
Yes.
Mr. and Mrs. Collins don't support this. They claim they discovered their little baby girl unconscious after you had left. Now, how do you explain this?
They're lying.
So, while you were babysitting, you were concerned enough about the child to call a doctor. You're then concerned enough to confront the parents about this issue upon their return, something you say they ignored. But when you get home, all of a sudden, you're not concerned enough to talk to anyone about any bruises or anything else you claim happened that night. Why is that?
I don't know.
You don't know. Could it be because you don't want to tell your family the horrible truth of what really happened that night? That little Ruby Collins, according to the post-mortem, had been picked up in such a manner as to cause a set of bruises identical to the first set of bruises that the child had received under your care on an earlier night. But on this occasion, she was violently shaken to her death.
No, because it didn't happen while I was there. I would never do anything